And we're back here, ladies and gentlemen, with the StarCraft 2 World Championship Series Winter Americas edition. I'm Nathaniel, joined in the desk by In Control as we make our way to the next series of the day. Jeff, I know you have been loving these ZVZs, haven't you? But you're ready for something else, too. I can feel it.
I want to see Neeb take the golden throne of this group. He took care of business with Jim Rising. That was supposed to be his biggest threat. Rex. Surprising, right? Like he looked good. He looked aggressive, but do we think he looks good enough to take on the Neeblet?
Sure.
The Neeblet? Come on.
Did you know that gold is one of the softer metals?
I didn't know that.
Yeah. If I thrown, it could. I guess it might shape a little bit better.
Yeah.
So I might be more comfortable.
I kind of like that diamond cuts like diamond's one of the hardest edges you can get. That's interesting as well.
Well, the funniest thing is things that are harder actually shatter more easily too, which is a weird. It's like a contrast thing. Anyway,
like our hearts.
Another cool contrast is how much cooler your base will look than your buddies when you show off your brand new war chest skin.
Because your buddy will have that skin too.
Get your Special Forces barracks. No, he won't, because he's not watching this broadcast earning war chest XP, which you can also do by connecting.
Why are they not watching the broadcast?
Because they're not as cool as you. Ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, I mean.
All right, I'm going to tell them.
Maybe they are.
That's my plug. How you doing?
Good. We're almost done.
Almost there.
It's been 4 long days of WCS.
Yeah,
and
order the pizza and wings soon.
Oh.
That's the next step.
We're going to order pizza and wings. We're going to play some Smash.
I'm excited.
And it's been. Is it still raining outside?
Roddy will probably be live too. We can put him somewhere else.
Yeah.
He's never not
Just
on.
about always.
I don't know if it's raining. This studio is pretty deep inside the complex.
We're safe.
If you've ever seen like Shadow Moses, that's kind of where we are actually.
Yeah. Look at Neeb's forearms too.
What
is this?
Neeb has forearms now? Nice.
The World Forearm Season
Beautiful shirt.
finale is insane. These kids.
All right. We are loaded in to our winner's match. Ladies and gentlemen, spawning in the northwest position of Kairos Junction, he is Rex.
25 years young. Young guy out there trying to make it in this big, cruel world.
Introduce this beautiful young man.
Bottom right hand side, from America, it is the one, the only, Neeb. Which backwards is
Ben.
Yeah. Isn't that weird how we pronounce it that way?
I like that you reached for Bean, and it's like, no, it would be Ben. Would have been Ben.
Well, some people say Ben. Wow, that gateway placement, by the way.
Yeah, well, you had 3 seconds on the adept to cancel the.
No. It's like, look at it though. Take a look. I mean,
it's kind of exposed.
Where are we walling in? Does he wall in
here?
to the top there, but then that leaves the whole right side?
Build another wall at the third.
That's crazy. I haven't seen this wall in. I actually.
Neeb's doing the Bob the Builder strategy. That's my guess.
Bob the Builder.
I don't know. He's just building stuff. Sorry. That's all I got. I use all the good jokes in EU, trying to cater to the more sophisticated audience, and then
it doesn't work though.
If my jokes don't work during the American part of the broadcast, then we just talk about pickup trucks and something like that.
Well, we can just like squirt each other with flower water and then like throw pies at each other's face.
Yeah, that too.
Americans love that stuff.
Step on a rake actually, and have the wooden part come up.
Okay, this continues to be weird. Okay.
Yeah. So now he's gonna find the third hatch.
Or no, I'm talking about the wall in.
The third. Are you still fixated on that?
Yeah, it's weird.
You don't like it?
No, I don't. There's like a huge surface area around the gateway. I get it. You put a third full-size building to the right of the cybernetics core, and there's enough for a gap to stick with a zealot or adept, and then it's a nice wall in. But there's a huge surface area around the gateway, and if that goes down, a big part of the wall in becomes problematic, I find. So yeah, let us know. I mean, obviously not just in the Twitch chat comments, because I'm not looking at that right now, but you can tweet at me if you want to make your argument there, or you can post it in one of the Team Liquid or Reddit threads. I do check those.
And you can just tweet at me if you want to tell me how handsome I am. I need that.
And this is not a weird social media sellout. I actually want to hear your argument, because I'm looking at this and I legitimately think it's bad.
I actually want you to tell me that I'm beautiful. The Adept's going to get a drone.
Good save. Good recovery there, Nate. I want you to tell me I'm beautiful.
I just want to hear it from you.
The drone died once. Where's the Stargate? It's part of the wall, isn't it? To the right side, right square. Knew it. I knew it. Wait, no, it's not.
Is that Adept still killing
It's another gateway. Yeah, of course.
That Adept. You know, I guess he's intercepting, because you can't really transfer down to that base very easily.
In the main. There's a lot of damage.
Neeb's very good with his Adepts.
Yes. He always has been.
You think it's because he uses a collector's edition depth in control?
It's at least part of it. Skins can't hurt.
I guess.
Just STLO. Get it?
No.
7 drone stack. Because he'll actually think skins can't hurt.
I don't think so. I don't think so either.
Yeah, he makes arguments that skins are bad for the game. You've debated this with him.
Yeah, I know. You just said he said that they can't hurt.
Can.
They can hurt. Oh, yeah. Well,
That was the... Yeah.
StarCraft 2 is, and this is a compliment to the game and the players, one of the most difficult, challenging games of all time ever. I think the players are capable of deciphering skins, personally.
I'd hope so. They get that pylon down.
How about that wall?
Through.
Is this coming back to bite him, or is this his plan all along, to have more space to fall back onto? Ooh, wow, that probe.
Well,
And the
behind
gates
this,
are open.
we can see that there's not sustained links coming out.
Oracle's out.
Yeah, Neeb's fine. There's not more links coming. This is a cool bonus to the wall, and so to your point, maybe it is like to kind of bait that out. It's like, yeah, go ahead and get the gateway, because behind that gateway is actually a full wall-in of the pylon and then the Cybernetics core. So it is a very cool wall.
Seems like, yeah, it looks like it collapses very nicely.
Yeah.
You need to.
Okay, so maybe that's the argument for it then. Is it baits the Ling Bailing bust and says, yeah, go ahead and come after this. This is the most sturdy wall you ever see.
Okay. Twilight Council coming in with the robotics facility to follow up the oracles. Just the 2, not the 3. Never 3 oracles in control.
That's my argument. That's my case. Trouble though for Rex behind this. It didn't look like a huge investment from the Lings, but because it's coupled with the fact that he lost 7 drones.
Yeah.
Look at him. He's frozen the Stone Age. There's no lair. There's no Roachborn. No Evo Chamber. Not even like a huge number of queens. Nothing like that. It's all quite bad.
I miss when you can freeze the eggs.
The Adepts coming in, though, are going to make matters worse, because if you notice, there's not a whole lot of Lings in production.
And guess what? They're going to push those guys away from the Spore. Oh, the Spore energy. Never
That would have been a cool move. Cool. But it's bad. These Adepts might as well just end the game. I don't think they literally end the game. I'm guessing Rex stays in it, but if you go to the main base,
yeah,
there's some Adepts just wreaking havoc.
Indeed they are.
8 more drone stuff. Yowzers. Show them the drones lost tab. Whamamo. A lot. And here's the thing, too. Rex did not make a few Lings to respond to this. He made a ton. And then he's going after the Shade, which is, plus finish. It always feels like Neeb never has a bad Shade, too, right? Like, they're all going to die.
He's insanely good with the depths.
Yeah, they get 4 or 5 more drones. It's just like, yeah.
I think Neeb's Patronus is an adept. Probably, right?
I hope not, because they die all the time. Is it Patronus or what is... Oh, is it for the bad guys as a Horcrux? Is that what you're saying?
Well, Horcrux is completely different. Patronus would be the projection of yourself that you would release for it.
Horcrux is where you put a part of your soul in to preserve your existence, right? Okay.
Horcrux is a thing, but Patronus is generally a living thing.
They're the opposites, okay.
Yeah.
Just so you guys know, Nate and I were at a bar a couple nights ago, and I took the Hogwarts test.
Finally did it.
And I organically discovered I'm Gryffindor, which is also what Nathaniel says. So 2 of your commentators here are Gryffindor. And I'd tell you what Ruby is, but instead of coming out and socializing with us, Ruby stayed at home. Probably
I think he was watching. I think he didn't want to be disturbed watching GSL.
Yeah, something really close.
He was extremely focused. Yeah, probably Ravenclaw. Fair enough.
Wow, that War Prison, by the way, is actually at 1 health.
1 hit point. Yep.
It is at 1 health.
Nice.
Wow. Must be nice to be Neeb. Because mine doesn't have 1 health, I'll tell you that right now. It has negative 60 right now. It's just super dead. Probably picked up both the Archons. And Rex is, he's making mass Lings.
He's got a lot of Banes.
He's got 12 Banelings coming in. Ask yourself if he has Baneling speed. He does not. Nope. At this point, the thing is, he cancels a 3rd, but who cares? It's one of those funny scenarios that happens in StarCraft. Sometimes you do damage, but the strategy you opted for, you had to kill. You had to win. And he's not going to win.
Those Bane detonations hit everything, and it's still not enough. Oracles are here, cleaning up. Zealots are going to go clean up. Probes tase down the Lings that did get through. And, yep. Neeb has affixed the snowplow to the front of his truck and has bowled over and cleaned up Rex off the field. GG.
Rex is hitting one of the Titans. And this is again, round of 32 WCS. This will happen. I'm sure, I don't know where Rex ladders, but over in his scene, there is not Protosses like him. Like Haz is the big king over there. And he's pretty okay in a macro game, but Haz and Neeb are 2 different kinds of beasts. Haz will typically beat you at the build order stage, and then can execute later with some clever stuff that maybe you're not used to, but Neeb is like on 11 all around. He's just one of those guys that actually set a meta for a while in PvP. I mean, that's how good he is.
Yep, Neeb is an extremely good Protoss player. Absolutely no shame in losing to him. He's one of the guys that we expect to make it very far here in WCS Winter. I think if we were to just say some players that we think, like when we go to like top 6, like who's going to be in the offline part, I would say Neeb should be there. Scarlet.
Yep. Well, Serral occupies the space, right? So it becomes the top 5. Like, who do you pick after Serral?
I guess. Well,
Showtime, I think, has hit a level 2 where I don't see him getting stopped.
Yeah.
Unless him and Serral hit each other like multiple times or something.
It's nice because a lot of players get the representation and the opportunity to compete, like on this broadcast, but it is still extremely difficult to carve out one spot just for somebody who isn't like Neeb or Serral or Scarlet to get into that final offline.
The foreigner scene is crowded right now. I think Raynor is at a talent level that's way up there, although to be fair, since last WCS season, there has been some online cups, and he is dropping, he's not Serral dominance at all. He's not even, but he's young, and it was the off season, so it's hard to hold that against him. But yeah, a Laser's looking in form. I mean, this is, I know that it's us casters, and every season we're like, that's just the best StarCraft ever, but I kind of honestly believe it. It continues to get better.
StarCraft is always getting better.
It's actually getting better. Last year was amazing. Yeah. We had people crying in the audience after the magic of Serral winning that way. That was ridiculous.
Yep. We are loaded in to map number 2 here for the winners match of Group D for Destruction. In the southeast, we have our Blue Zerg player trailing. He is Rex.
And his opponent in the top left-hand side, leading 1-0 in this best of 3, it is Neeb. Should he win this, he will complete his predictable 4-0, 2 PvZs, easy peasy.
PvZ was always one of his best matchups, right? Yep. Right? I think it was always his just best in general, right?
His biggest results.
The Kesma Cup off was mostly PvP, but I feel like whenever I've watched or cast Neeb over the years, his PvZ has really been where he displays just like an insane mastery and level of excellence.
Yep. He's always had a really nice mix of the killer instinct. Like if he gets ahead, he's one of those players that does a very good job of diving in and winning. He's also had phases where he's more defensive, but done that part very well as well.
He's doing the mineral juking now too.
Yeah.
You mine from the minerals, prevent the opponent from mining. Look at that. Both counter microing each other to mine and not mine at the same time. It's beautiful.
I always thought it's a little bit funny, especially in this age of AlphaGo, though, because if you do believe that oversaturation is still just fine, then all you're doing by, I'm sure it's
Think about it this way, though, Jeff. If AlphaStar was to determine that this type of mineral denial was worth doing, it would actually deny you an entire mineral patch until you had Lings.
Yeah, it would
theoretically.
But it doesn't do that, does it?
It could execute it so perfectly and stop at the perfect time. There you go.
That's going to be that'll be an annoying error.
What
of StarCraft.
if it sent 2 scouting workers just to deny 2 mineral patches if it determined that that was optimal?
Well, that's what I'm saying. What if we enter into the world of StarCraft where everything that AlphaStar doesn't do then becomes like determined as incorrect by Twitch chat, and they ask you about it constantly? They're like, well,
I think everything
AlphaStar doesn't do that, so why do you do it?
I think they already do that, though. I think everything that Twitch chat wouldn't do that.
Okay, sub-only mode and in control TV. Here we go. God. Someday I want to. So there's an ongoing thing, by the way. Our Toasted and Tasteless sometimes do what's called caster chicken, and that is where you go into the game, but neither of them will talk first as a way of challenging the other one.
Oh yeah.
But Nick, Dan says, can never win. So they do this. They silently kind of agree that they're going to do a caster chicken, and then Nick always cracks. But Dan swears that he'll never crack. The thing is, I know I will never crack because I could take it. I could take it a full best of 7. So I'm waiting for the day.
A full best of 7 where you never talk?
Either of us talk, yeah. He will crack before me, 100%. He has way more to lose.
I think you've just guaranteed they won't let you cast with Artosis.
Well, no one's listening. He'll be fine. It's like Mark listening, but he doesn't have any real power anymore. You know what I mean? We just had a Harvest Moon, which like siphons some of the power that D2 Perplexer actually has. It's a Dark Shrine, and it is going to be a War Prism. So at first I used to get excited about this. And be like, oh my god, it's a Dark Templar drop. But it's not. It's Starcon drops.
Well, sometimes they still try. You give the first attempt with the DTs, and then.
Yep. It's just not as fun as I want. I want 8 DTs warped in and just use win with DTs.
I mean, you should be able to stack charges on warp gates, and DTs should cost half as much. And then
you should be able to chrono boost buildings that are building. Can you imagine that? Chrono boost a Dark Shrine that's being warped in?
Well, I think you've given a great suggestion for a buff to Terran. But
what?
Terran kind of has that in the campaign in co-op.
Oh, do they?
Yeah, you can have you can get an ability that lets multiple SCVs work on a structure.
Well, there is going to be Spore Crawlers. There's at least one here at the 3rd. But one of the ways you do this is you warp in the 4 DTs, and yeah, you got 3 queens, but unless you have Lings here, and there's only the 4 right now. Okay, there's quite a bit now. He sees it. Otherwise, you just actually go to fight.
Oh, trying to grab one of the queens. No.
Oh, that's a lot of warp.
Oh!
It's an expensive warp prism, by the way. That's almost an insta-leave if that happens, too. You're just like, I'm out. Good game. Well played. Also, you probably hack or are stream cheating, so... They actually can't join the Archon. Okay.
Oh, I think he was waiting because he didn't want to do both at the same time in case.
I think you're right. I think you're right.
3,000 IQ by Neeb.
Oh, he's gonna warp in some zealots. Cheeky zealots, yeah.
You cheeky
It's not just Archons. Yeah, have you ever sensed that they just have Lings, they're not making Roach or something like that?
Yeah, is that a few zealots? Look at that. Beautiful.
And this is that funny scenario again. As long as he doesn't lose the War Prism, which he might.
Ooh, I think that's
he's at least losing the Archon. He's like, nah, sorry, bro, you're in too deep. The reaction from Rex is also just kind of rough. Now, he's going +1 melee, so the Lings are going to have more utility. It's not totally an overmake, but that's the lair right there again, guys. It just got started. That's so late. It's so late. I don't like it.
Look at this fancy pants Archon micro. This Archon has 50 shields left.
Yeah. Gotta be a weird... Like, this doesn't make the movie, by the way, right? Like, when they make a StarCraft movie...
They don't have Archon.
You don't juggle an Archon in and out of a War Prism. There's no way to
Could you imagine them trying to put, like, a $60 million... They're like, we want J.J. Abrams' visual effects team to put together an Archon being dropped and picked up 5 times in 1 second.
People will appreciate the micro in movie.
It
we'll have Dwayne Johnson as the Archon.
Oh my god. Just fires a laser beam
Archon
out of its palm and it's just like, jabroni.
One Templar's Jason Statham, the other one's Dwayne The Rock Johnson.
Oh, Jason Statham has to be driving something. He can't be a High Templar.
Yeah.
Jason Statham will be like a Phoenix, and Roddy will be like the co-pilot or something. That'll be his cameo.
Looks like we gotta do some more kicking down there. Roddy is a Phoenix? That'd be amazing.
Yep.
He's all avatared out in blue face, and like they have an ethereal effect on him, and he's like trying to act. Have you seen him act, actually? Have we mentioned
Rotterdam? No.
Yeah, he's in a Lenovo commercial.
Oh, yeah. Oh, God, yes.
He plays the handsome boyfriend.
He becomes pro gamer, right?
Pro gamer? Yeah. But it's like early Arnold Schwarzenegger films. It's my favorite part. Like, Kevin cannot escape his incredible Dutch accent. He's got so much power. Your computer is so strong. Kevin. I'm good enough friends with Kevin now, and it's been a couple years since I made any joke about his accent, because there was a couple times where I like something accent. He like looked at me, he's like, "Hey, don't do that." I was like,
Hey.
"Whoa, all right."
I don't have an accent. I don't know what you're talking about.
Neeb's got somewhere to be, guys. All right, this guy is a Patriots fan for sure.
He's like, as soon as I win this match, I can go pick up the order. Turn into a couch potato for the rest of the day.
Production is telling me that a camera guy worked on the commercial for that as well.
Nice.
There are places in Burbank that have seen parts of Rotterdam's acting career that no one else will. It's on YouTube, though, if you guys want to go see that. But here's the big fight. Force Field's going down, keeping the front lines of those roaches right where they are. Immortals in the back, packing the wallop. Supply, telling the story.
More zealots charging in.
Schneeblet, he got a date with Destiny. He's not going to go out in the round of 32. Get out of here.
Neeb.
Dead fourth base. Rex is going to hold on because he knows that if he loses this, he will face the caster god that is Jim Rising. Nobody wants that.
Archons are so cool. There would be an Archon in it.
Yeah.
They would put majority of the CGI budget towards him shooting that lightning blast out of his hands.
Yep.
GG. Neeb gets out in first place. No one's surprised.
No.
He's just that good at the video gaming control.
I don't actually have a whole lot to say. We were kind of memeing and dreaming a little bit there, but Neeb is just looking to be in crisp form, and this is a group that it's his best matchup like we talked about, and these are players who are very good in their own right, but Neeb is a world-class Protoss.
Yeah, no challenge for Neeb at all today, and we expect to see him very deep in this tournament, I would say. Anything else would be an upset and a letdown.
And it's not happening today.
So that does mean that Rex is going to go down to the final match for one more ZVZ against Jim Rising. And that's should be a good one. I know you're a huge fan of ZVZ and Control. That's coming up next. Jeff Robinson talking about aliens eating each other.